morning, Fanatics, crazy Russian, dead, and and I'm mourning this morning because interesting. I did something with my back, lower back, as they say. Back hurts. Why back hurts? Because yesterday at work they had a box of some kind, and they needed to ship it somewhere, and people were wondering how heavy it is. How many pounds. And they said, "Hey, do you wanna check it out? You try and give us your guess." Of how heavy the box is. So I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be the tough Russian guy, I guess. So I lifted the stupid box. It wasn't that heavy, actually. It was like maybe 40-50 pounds maximum. And then, but something, I don't know, something happened there because it was big and bulky. It wasn't that heavy, but it was bulky. I like the word bulky. It's like sort of, bulky. And after that, it was getting increasingly worse, to the point that by the time I went to home, I could barely get into my car and could barely breathe. And by home, I almost could not climb that one little flight of stairs. Okay, of course, my older boy, the evil teenager, you think he gave me compassion? No, he's like, what are you complaining about? Like, how bad can it be? You're still moving around. Teenagers have no compassion. Teenagers are evil. So I put him back in his place. I'm like, well, how's your homework? Are you done with your homework? We came to an understanding. The dog was nice to me. The dog, she knows when you're in pain. She came right over. Unbelievable. It means I will not be able to work out, by the way. Dog nice, she immediately stopped by and like lay, I don't even know how to say it. She was next to me for a while. Anyway, wife, honorable woman, she is into homeopathy, little homeopathic balls. I don't know. I don't want to hurt her feelings, okay? She's like, oh, you need to take arnica. I'm like, all right, by now I know what this arnica is. I think it's all crap. I don't think this whole homeopathy is scientific. About homeopathy, by the way? Here's the idea from what I've read and heard, is that basically it's deeply metaphysical and highly spiritual, but you take incredibly small but doses of this little the substance, and the less the better, okay? In fact, they dilute it, with water, I assume, to the point there is practically nothing there, okay? Even there is this fancy English word called infinitesimal, which means infinitely small amount, where you cannot taste it, basically, okay? We're talking, I don't know, maybe a few molecules, but I'm not sure how little. And then you take it, and then it's effective. It defies logic, and it certainly has never been proven in those fancy clinical trials, double-blind studies, or whatever they're called. But my wife still buys it. I will tell you, at least on a couple of occasions, I hate to admit it, but I think it worked. Once I had too many senoritas at the Mexican restaurant. The Mexican drink. I shouldn't drink. Oh, this is PG-13, reference to alcohol. Children, unplug your phones, rewind. She gave me this Nux Vomica. Don't know about Nux, but Vomica, yeah, I was close to this whole, anyway, coincidence probably, and it helped me. Today too, she gave me this arnica. I think it's a little better. Now, what I'm wondering about is this. They say we are what we eat. I mean, this would be a good business. Like, imagine if you could sell tiny little bagels and then claim that they have the benefit of the large bagel, okay? A tiny little piece of chocolate, okay, that you cannot see or even taste, but say, that small little piece of chocolate is as good as the big piece of chocolate. Like, that would be a good business, recession proof. And I wonder, like, when I eat a bagel, and I don't eat bagels, I'm on a diet, but like, could it be that in some metaphysical sense I'm taking in myself the essence of bagelness, that with it brings the fatness and the bloatiness and the puza? Puza is like a gut, like a stomach. Like, who knows? It could be true, Fanatics. Like, what do you think about homeopathy? Do you take it? Maybe you're a homeopathic doctor? In which case, why don't you explain in the comments how this works? How is it that when it's down to practically nothing, then it starts working? I don't know. Everything else in life works differently. What do I know? I'm just a dumb Russian immigrant. Okay, I need to. Anyway, good night.